Top three. Gabriele Mini on 119 points, just 4 points back from him is Luke Browning. Arvid Lindblad is 6 points back from Mini, 7 points back from the championship leader is Leo Fornaroli. Christian Mansell has closed the gap to the championship leader down to 22 points. Then we have Dino Beganovic, P6, 29 points back. Ollie Goethe, 30 points back. And when you have 39 points up for grabs in a race weekend, that's not a big gap at all. He's missed the apex down at the chicane. He's gone wide under braking, so easy to do down at the chicane. Martinius Stenchon will come across the line 207 flat, and it will be a 206.4 for Browning.
All three high-techs across the line. They've chosen to run relatively early there with their three drivers. Lush also pushing behind, as is Dunn, and they're getting after it then. Dufek, the latest to lose a lap time. Safe place, exit of turn 11.
We're about to see a big shake to the timing standings here. Luke Browning has gone in, and Noel Leon will come over the line. Will his lap stand? He will go to the top briefly. It'll be a 206.104. I'm on the board, but now everyone's about to come over. Tuka Tapanen has gone fastest through the first sector. Sebastian Montoya up to the top, but all the times now coming in, and Alex Dunn, the McLaren Junior, goes to P1, but only briefly. Tim Tramnitz going faster as Sami Megatunif now goes to the top. We jump on board with Gabriele Mini.
Lovely pointy front end into that final chicane for Gabriele Mini, who has to wrestle with traction though across the line. It's up to third for the Prima driver.
View this weekend in place for Nicholas Solov. Nikita Vedrin, the 10th winner of the season last time, puts himself provisionally on the front row of the grid for AIX Racing. Here's Lawrence Van Hoopen, became the 7th pole sitter of the season last time, and he goes to provisional pole position with a 205.505, and it would be an ART lockout once again with Christian Mansell second fastest, just one
here, and that's the lap from Leon that we saw live, getting wide through the exit of Puon and therefore losing it stage of the session, but he was soon ousted by drivers still pushing behind. It's been wet this morning, and as such the track still improving and cleaning up and rubbering in.
Ivanovic down in 11th, Lindblad down in 13th. Oh no, Leon's locked up into the final chicane. We saw him go wide, so we didn't know if this lap would stand, and now that's going to be a lap that's heavily affected after that mistake. 22nd for him as he comes over the line. Sophia Flörsch 16th.
Well, it was a brilliant performance from him back in Hungaroring, taking that
sector. This our championship leader, Gabriele Mini, pushing for pole position. Can he get there? We saw him on pole at Monaco. He would go on to win the feature race after that. Doesn't quite make it on this occasion, but Gabriele Mini still looking good in P6.
The driver's skill to make sure that they're connecting with the apexes sweetly.
Championship-wise, drivers in trouble look to be Lindblad, third in the championship down in 14th, Browning, second in the championship down in 18th, so they need to make big improvements going into this final part of the session. For Fornaroli, this would be a good result. For Mini, championship leader, this would be a good result. For Mansell, this would be a fantastic result if it were to end like this.
So the second lap's not really worth.
Top 12 will be the aim for both drivers at a minimum, I'd say. Stenchon into the top 12. Shields just misses out, so that would be a front row start for Stenchon for tomorrow's sprint race. Kean Shields, that would be one of his best performances in qualifying. That would match his best qualifying result. So a great performance from him, and he's
under that section of track, well, more of a stream, and Noel Leon streams through the exit as they head down the Kemmel Straight. Another long flat-out run, one of the longest periods of VMAX, the highest speed the aerodynamic configuration will allow.
Back-to-backs, could they put themselves at the head of the field? Noel Leon takes us in to the final chicane. He's going to head on to the start-finish straight now. Noel Leon, who took his first feature race podium last weekend, now goes to provisional pole position with a 204.545. And Mansell up to the line now, had that big mistake, goes to second place. What about Van Hoopen in the background? He improves to get himself onto the front row. Matthias Zagazeta up to fourth. Esterson goes to the front row. It's Sebastian Montoya goes to P1, but it's only briefly. Leo Fornaroli takes provisional pole position. Alex Dunn now to provisional pole, 204.444 for the Irishman. Wow. What a change in the order there in those few seconds, and it still could change. The timing screen alights, every single driver on circuit improving.
We've got a slot machine timing screens who has the tyres underneath them to go again. We haven't seen the second lap working out so far. Bedrin's found a lap, Girth have found a lap, but they both find themselves outside the top 12.
Callum Boysen now 2 provisional pole.
But there are more laps on the table if they've got the tyres to deliver them.
He did qualify in 9th. But had his lap time deleted, Arvid Lindblad, and that could be crucial for Alex Dunn, who would currently be on the front row with Callum Boysen on provisional pole, leads them down, and look at this.
The tow games begin then, and they'll eventually run out of time on the clock. Dunn doesn't want to lead. Nobody else wants to lead behind either. They all think they've got another lap in the tyre. There's a Trident car going flying through, and a driver's there. Is that Luke Browning that's come through there at racing speed? This is dangerous, guys.
This.
I have nowhere to go. There are 4 wide.
We're 3 wide through the chicane, 4 wide, and it's like a rolling start. It's like a safety car restart as we cross the line, and I'd be surprised if we see any improvements.
A chunk of these aren't going to get a lap in, Chris.
Yeah.
We're getting to the point now where the checkered flag is going to come out, and there are going to be drivers at the back who don't make it for another lap. And is that...
Leo Fornaroli hasn't got a lap in.
Neither is Mansell.
Nor is Mansell. Are looking slower, and Alex Dunn's gone wide. I think those first sectors, a lot of those improvements came from a tow. Let's see them over the line and see if anyone can jump up the order as they head across the line. We'll look at the timing towers to the left. It doesn't look like we're seeing any major improvements here. It looked like all the improvements came from the first sector when they were in the draft of each other down the Camel Straight in a row, and Callum Boysen will take his first pole position in FIA Formula 3. Road in Motorsport having a superb season, and that will be a first pole for them and a first pole for Callum Boysen.
Well, outstanding job from Boysen in that first flurry of laps. They really tripped over themselves, didn't they?
Yeah.
Trying to deliver at the end there. You know, we deliver to have a latest time of arrival potentially in these situations where drivers are doing cool-down laps. I wonder if it needs to be considered that they have to keep up a certain speed through the final sector of the lap, because I do fear that at some point we'll have a...
Hey everyone, thank you for watching these qualifying highlights for Formula 3. If you like these kind of videos and you want to see more, please like and subscribe, and maybe comment seeing who you think is going to win the feature race. Thanks for watching again, and please subscribe. Peace.